Hello everyone, I'm Brandon Davis. Welcome to Fast Track. Tonight, we'll take a look at how ROTC members give back to a friend, look at the Big Man on Campus event, and check out this week's Tech Minute. But first, we have Rebecca Shalon with information on the Schliemann roof.
One of the newest and most innovative ways many campuses and businesses are aiming to help the environment is by replacing their normal rooftops with green ones. These help reduce impact on the environment as well as reduce costs in the long run. Brandon Davis has more.
Purdue students can expect to see a new landmark on campus by the end of the semester. The Boiler Green Initiative recently received a grant to retrofit a section of the roof on Schliemann Hall with vegetation and more efficient tiles and a new green roof project. According to BGI Vice President Amelie Davis, when the club was first formed, it was solely dedicated to implementing green roofs across campus. The section chosen at Schliemann Hall was ideal because the terrace setup was already flat and was accessible to students.
Schliemann Hall has a terrace that's big enough, plus it's centrally located, so we thought a lot of students would be here because Schliemann is the Hall of Student Services. You have financial aid, you have a business office for student organizations, so we really felt it was a great location.
The roof has many environmentally friendly results. A normal roof repels 99% of all rainwater, and it also contaminates the water before it reaches the sewer. A green roof, on the other hand, repels only 1% of that same water, and it also helps to absorb some of the heat and cold that would normally be absorbed by the building, resulting in lower heating costs.
There's a ton of other benefits of green roofs. You get stormwater runoff mitigation for small to large rainfall events. We also have, you have an habitat for insects and possibly some of the roofs that are more isolated, you can even have birds up there. So it's a micro-habitat within a highly urban landscape. Like the core of the campus is 72% impervious. So all of a sudden you have this green space and it's got so many benefits.
The group is looking to expand the green roof project to other buildings, including the Mann Building in Discovery Park, as well as the Horticulture Building. The group has been meeting since January and plans for the Schliemann green roof to be finished by the end of April. BGI plans on using the remaining grant money to monitor the exact effect the roof has had on the building.
People can walk around the terrace like it is right now, and there'll also be picnic tables and benches, so it's a usable space and an inviting space.
Members of Purdue's ROTC offered a helping hand for a man who gave so much of his time to them. Bill Walker and his family recently lost their home in a devastating fire, but their spirits were lifted when a few good Samaritans decided to help. Laura Hoffman has more on this story.
Well, there was over 100 years worth of accumulation here. Everything is gone.
On February 12th, Bill and Donna Walker lost everything they had ever owned. Their home caught fire at 6:30 a.m. after Donna awoke to go to the bathroom.
I got up in early morning and tossed a pillow over to the love seat that had fallen on the floor, and I had a candle going, and I went to the other end of the house and didn't pay attention to where it went, and by the time I got back, the love seat and the curtains on the main wall were already engulfed in flames.
When the fire started, Bill was at his daughter's apartment. He was shocked upon hearing the tragic news.
You have this unnerving fact that could happen to anybody, and you wonder. Of course, I was told it was on this road, you know, fire. You never hope it's yours, you know what I mean? You don't hope it's anybody's, but it's one of those things, you know, happens.
Bill has worked at Purdue for 13 years, 10 of those years as a custodian in the Armory. Members of the ROTC volunteered to clean up what was left of the fire. They wanted to give back to a man who had served them for so many years. Keegan Weishart, an ROTC cadet, said Bill has always been an active volunteer for the Armory. He and his fellow cadets wanted the chance to help Bill in his time of need.
Bill's always volunteered around the Armory, and he's always helped, and he's donated to our fund and know a lot, and we just thought it was a good opportunity to come help somebody out who's helped us.
Although the fire has devastated the Walker family, Donna was able to salvage some family keepsakes, some of which allow her to keep faith for the future.
We had a plaque about so long that was the Lord's Supper, the Last Supper. The two guys on the end were blackened and the heads were off, and the two beside that were blackened. But where Jesus sat and the one on each side were pure white, untouched, no scratches, no chips, no nothing.
The Walkers plan to rebuild their home at the same location. They said they will use the bricks from their patio in their new home. For Fast Track News, I'm Laura Hoffman. Now let's head to the Weather Center for our local update.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to start off by taking a look at our weather highlight for this weekend. Temperatures should be hovering right around normal for this time of year. We're going to take a look at what normal is in just a little bit. But could we be seeing a rainy week ahead? It looks like the chances are there through at least the early half of the upcoming week. Taking a look at our almanac, the normal high this time of year is 46, normal low 27. Last year we saw right about normal at 43 and 23. Record high 77 degrees set back in 1990. Taking a look at our Friday, high pressure system in love with central Indiana. That's going to be keeping our skies precipitation free through at least the early half of the weekend. And that might change come Sunday, but we'll take a look at that in just a second. Low pressure system sticking around Friday and Saturday towards the south, bringing a lot of rain towards portions of Texas and Louisiana likely. And this is eventually going to head our direction Sunday, bringing about that chance of precipitation that I mentioned earlier. This could be potentially a rainy event Friday into Monday as that begins to push off towards the east. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, temperatures again hovering right around normal for this time of year. Start to bump up towards the latter half of next week, getting up to 59 on next Wednesday. But overall, Sunday, Monday looks like our best chance for rain. Other than that, Thursday of next week looks like our next best chance of rain after that. Now let's send it back to the studio.
After this break, we have information on the latest petition making its way around campus.
And we'll take a look at why you may want to set your bedtime a little earlier. All this is coming up next on Fast Track.